Hi everybody, it's me, Corey T, and in this video I want to talk about boundaries while manifesting. Because while we're creating this new version of ourselves, the secure, confident version of ourselves that believes that we can have anything that we want, right? You will get old reflections from people who reflect back to you an old story. And they're reflecting back, they might reflect back to you their limiting beliefs or your old limiting beliefs. And this can be really, really triggering. And what tends to happen sometimes is that we'll buy into that and it'll keep us stuck there. So it's really important to be able to create a boundary about who you talk to and what you talk about to certain people. So for example, for me, right, when I was manifesting my relationship with my specific person, there were so many people that I decided to not bring up that topic to. So if I brought up Johnny to anyone in my family or some of my friends, it would be, automatically sort of, bombarded with negativity from them. They'd be like, oh, you really need to move on. You deserve better. Why are you still thinking about this? And I found that really triggering because they weren't allowing me to want what I wanted and they weren't allowing me to feel how I felt, so I felt like I wasn't being, seen or heard, and I wasn't allowed to just be where I was at that time in my life with certain people. So I decided to create a boundary, which was to not bring up the topic to these certain people, to just not bring it up to them, not ask for them for reassurance, not tell them what I was doing. I completely stopped talking about this to them because I didn't want their influence. I didn't want to rely on their reassurance that things were going to be okay. So instead, my circle of people became very small. As in, I spoke to April, who you've seen in other videos. I spoke to another friend called Megan, who you might have seen in another video that I did. And maybe one or two other people, my coach, and that was it. When it came to manifesting this specific thing, I didn't want to talk to anyone else. There was only a few people who really got it. And they made me feel safe. They made me feel like I could express what I wanted to express. I could express my fears about it and not be judged for it, not be shut down, not be like, oh, someone wasn't going to say to me, oh, look, you're hurting yourself and you really need to move on. And they wouldn't make me doubt myself like that. And these people, you have to understand, right, that the people who care about you, they care about you so much, they don't want to see you hurt. So their intentions for saying certain things like, you deserve better, you need to move on, why do you want this person, whatever, are good. Their intentions are good. So we can lovingly see where they're coming from. They want to protect us. But I want you to surround yourself with people who allow you to be where you are, to feel what you feel, and to want what you want. Okay, because then you start to be able to process whatever it is that you're feeling. You start to be able to feel that it's safe for you to want what you want. And also you create positivity around the subject so that you can move closer towards it. So I spoke to people like, my manifesting buddy, April, or my other friend, Megan, and it empowered me. It lifted me up. It got me out of ruts. It made me stay focused on the possibility, the real possibility that I could have what I want, that I was creating the relationship that I wanted to, and that it could happen. And it made me feel lighter and empowered and excited, right? And that's how I want you to feel too. So this is one of the boundaries that you can create for yourself. And this is actually why I've created this Valentine's Day special manifesting session, so that a small number of people can come together on Valentine's Day and share this positivity about what they're creating. We all are going to be in that session allowing each other to want what we want. We're going to be excited for each other, and we're going to be visualizing, putting all of that intention into each other's manifestation. And the feeling of that is so exciting, to know that someone's got your back, that you've got other people imagining this for you. And the thing is that no one else has got any resistance to your manifestations. No one else has got a backstory to your manifestations. So that supercharges this manifestation. And this is what I experienced with my manifesting buddies, and that's why I've also decided to open a small private Facebook group for anyone who comes to this masterclass. And there's only 10 tickets, so it's a first come first served thing, and I'm just so excited for this. And I want you to just feel in a space where you can feel safe to really want what you want. It will be so exciting over the year and however long to be able to communicate with each other in this group and to be able to see how things unfold. There are some tickets left at the moment, so if you would like one, I will leave the link below. Right, on to the next point. Right, so another boundary that you can set yourself is with social media. On social media and YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is that you look, there will be videos and posts that may trigger you, particularly relationship posts, right? There'll be things like, if he loved you, he'd be doing XYZ. If he's not showing up for you, you should move on. You know the kind of posts that come up, right? They trigger you and they make you feel like, oh, I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, I'm not valued, I need to move on, and all of these things. So unfollow anything or anyone who might cause you to doubt what you want. This is what I did, and I found that my feed on my social media was just full of positivity, and it lifted me up. Being aware of the content that you're consuming is a really important boundary to put on yourself, so that you're, limiting the negativity and fueling the positivity, so that you are inspired all the time, right? That's what we want. And the other boundary that you can create for yourself is being aware of other people's limiting beliefs, being aware of other people's negative stories that they may have about themselves, and not indulging too much in those conversations, because when other people are talking about their limiting beliefs, then it can impact how you feel. It can impact how you feel about yourself. I would suggest that you become aware of how other people's stories and beliefs and their, the things that they talk about is affecting the way that you feel. And if you're feeling bad, then you can set a boundary for yourself about how much you indulge in these types of conversations and how much time you spend around these people if they're going to be draining you, because you want to be around people who inspire you and lift you up as much as possible. So this doesn't just go for relationships, right? This goes for every type of manifestation. So if you've got a dream to be a millionaire and you're surrounded by people who are saying, oh, don't be ridiculous, that's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? They are projecting their limiting beliefs onto you, and you need to be careful about how much you buy into the voices that are surrounding you. So you need to be around people who lift you up, who inspire you, who make you feel like anything is possible. So for example, if there's a job that you want to get and you're around people who are saying, oh, maybe you should be a bit more realistic, that one is very annoying. Be more realistic. These are limiting beliefs coming from other people, and you don't need to buy into them. So you can kind of politely say, thank you, I'm just going to go and do something else now, right? You don't have to argue with it. That is literally the last thing that you need to do. You just have to be able to see it for what it is, which is other people's limiting beliefs and not yours, okay? You don't need to argue with it. I would highly recommend that you just kind of internally give it a kind of nod, like, right, I see what that is. Okay, that's their stuff, not my stuff. And then you kind of peacefully, go and talk to someone else, do something else, remove yourself from that conversation so that you don't have to fuel that fire, You're not trying to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need anyone's approval to get what you want. You don't need anyone's approval to tell you that it's possible. Only you need to decide that for you, okay? So I hope this video has been useful for you. Let me know what you think, if you've experienced this in your manifestation process. And if you would like to come to the Valentine's Day manifesting session, then there are some tickets left, and I can't wait to see you there. I'm really excited. If you have any questions, then let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.